Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Belinda here from Visualized NZ, and we're here for a Deal It Up challenge. So I've got my 3 packs, well not packs, but 3 sets of prompt cards here, so I'm just going to start shuffling as I have a wee chat. If you didn't see last week's Deal It Up challenge, it was the first one last week. So I've created 3 lots of cards with different prompts on. So each one is a different part of the overall prompt that you get to play with. So I'd really love if you joined in and yeah, have some fun creating something. So just roughly shuffled these, not too worried about getting it all, you know, perfectly shuffled. And let's take this card because it seems to be poking out. Belly band. Okay, I'm going to reject that one because we did that one last week, and you know, let's do something different. I reserve the right to discard a card if I'm like not feeling it. So don't want to do belly band twice in the first 2 challenges. That was kind of not so much fun. So let's go this one this time. Envelope. Okay. So we're going to be making an envelope, or you could use an envelope already and don't have to make an envelope. You could use an old envelope or something. Okay, so our second prompt is, let's take the first one, washi tape. So we're going to be using washi tape in our project today. And our final prompt must be a style or colour. And this one, oops, oh. Right, and I'm just going to take the top card, and it is favourite colour. Cool. So these are our 3 prompts to work with. So working with whatever your favourite colour is, and you don't have to use only that colour, but your favourite colour should feature in it. Going to be using washi tape. Now if you don't have any commercially produced washi tape, then feel free to use faux washi tape, which can be any sort of paper, decorative paper, magazine paper, whatever you like, cut into thin strips and then adhered with either a glue stick or double-sided tape or whatever. So don't feel like if you don't have actually any proper washi tape that you can't do it, because you can. Just be creative. And then an envelope, so either working with an old envelope or making a new envelope, however you want to interpret that. So I'm going to pop you on pause while I grab out my supplies, and then I'm going to make one. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've chosen out a piece of paper to work with, which is this lovely floral piece. My favourite colour is this deep red that is in some of these flowers, or in the flowers. I couldn't quickly find anything that sort of had more of my favourite colour in it. This piece of paper is from this pad, MMA, not sure. I got this second hand. It's called Blush. So anyway, that's what it is if you're interested. I don't know whether it's still available or not. As I said, it got to me second hand. So it's a 6x6 pad, but it does have this little strip along here. So first things first, I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to use my envelope punch board to make the envelope. Because this is quite a thick card, well, thickish card, scrapbook paper, my quick and dirty method, if you like to call it that, of just folding might be a little bit more difficult with the weight of this paper. So I'm going to make one with my envelope punch board, and that way you get to see that if you don't have one or if you don't know how to use it. And then I've grabbed out another bit of paper, just a random loose bit, which is another 6x6 piece, and thought I'll do a folding one just to show you that in case you've never made an envelope before. Right, so I'm not sure what measurements I want. So yeah, 6x6 paper, and my grid here, my measurements here in centimeters. So we're looking at just over 15. Oh yep, 15.2 by 15.2. So I want to score at 12.1. Oh no, that's the card size. No, that's not the one I want. It's ages, this one. This is the one I want, so I want to score at 6.7. Been quite a while since I made an envelope with this, and I think the last couple of times I just didn't bother measuring. I just went for it, and it turned out fine. So you find out the measurements of your paper and where you need to score it. So you line it up with your measurements on here. So I'm going centimeters, which is down below, inches is above, so I'm going by centimeters, and scoring it and give it a punch. Ow! Ow! That strained my thumb for some reason. Now I've got pins and needles. Okay, sometimes it's quite hard to see the score line when you're lining it up. Line this little pointy bit along the score line that you just made. So you rotate your paper, line it up ish as close as you can, and then another score and another punch, and then rotate again, and you do this on all sides, so you end up with 4 score lines and 4 punched notches. And sometimes they don't meet up perfectly because you're slightly off on your lining up or things, and it doesn't really matter. You'll still get a perfectly lovely envelope. It might just be a little lopsided or off kilter in some places, but I've found it doesn't matter. So there we go, that's that. Get rid of my little punched bits. And then the other thing is on the opposite side of your punch, so this one takes out these notches. On the other side, you put your corners in and give that a punch, and that rounds. So it's just like a normal corner rounder on the other side. And so you just get these lovely rounded corners. And you don't have to do that, you could leave it as a point if you prefer. There we go, and that's that done. And now we just fold it into our envelope. That's quite a pretty little gingham, isn't it? Just folding along the score lines, giving it a good burnish down. It's pretty paper, so pretty. Okay, and then it's just gluing your bits down. That's not quite lined up properly, so I'm just going to give it a wee trim here to stop it catching. And these are little things that you can do if if it's not folded perfectly or you didn't score it perfectly. You can just fiddle with it until it's right. There we go. So I'm just going to glue those down, or glue this flap down. So a little bit of glue on here to hold the side ones together, like so. And then I'm not putting glue on the very point because the point comes above the top of the sides. So I don't want to glue it to the inside of the envelope because then you can't put anything in your envelope. So just leaving that little top bit clear of glue. Pressing it down, making sure the glue's all stuck. And there we have our cute, cute little envelope. Now you can add a little closure here if you want. I find a little circle punch is great for adding a little closure. In fact, I might do that. Where did I put that paper pad? Here it is. Let's see if we can get a bit that we would like to use. Go dotty. Don't want more flowers, I don't think. I think that'd be a bit much. Bigger dots. Oh, that's a pretty floral on the back too. I didn't see that one. Let's just see if we can take not too much time to choose one out. Oh, that's hard on the eyes. It's like a houndstooth pattern. Here's that dotty one. I think I might go with that one. Yep, I'm just going to punch with my 3/4 inch circle punch. That's broken and I've taken the casing off, and it still works just as well. There we go. The pins and needles in my thumb have worn away, so that's good. And then you can just glue this, oops, once I pick it up, on the bottom here, just to tuck that flap into to keep it closed. Okay, so I'm going to do that, but I am going to ink round it. Oh, no, I want the darker side. Definitely want the darker side. Ink round it. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying these challenges so far. I know it's early days, this is only the second one, but I'm having fun with it, and I'd love to see what you make if you play along too. You can post in Visual Vibes or tag Visualized in Instagram, on Instagram. Use the hashtag Deal It Up Challenge. I think I put challenge on the end of that. Deal It Up Challenge. I'll have to check that and I'll post it in the description box below the video. Okay, so there's a wee envelope. Now we could glue this onto our page. So just grab out a page. Oh, it doesn't want to come. Come here, page. Okay, so this is just it's a bit of lined writing paper, notepad type thing. Pretty boring, but we could glue it down to our page like so and leave a gap behind as a pocket, or in the side as a pocket, or to glue it on two sides and have it as a tuck spot, or you could tuck it into a pocket so that it's loose and floating so that you can see the prettiness. Now I really like the idea of having this as a loose item so you can pop something inside and enjoy the pretty envelope, but we need to add our washi tape because that's one of our prompts, washi tape. So I've grabbed out my washi tape here, and let's see if we can find something that might look pretty. We could go sort of more vintagey, this ticket washi. What else have we got? Some owls, but I don't think the colours of those really work. I think they get a bit lost. Don't think I've actually got any washi that's in my favourite colour. Just having a wee fossick here. I've got this Valentine's Day one, but I definitely don't want to put Valentine's Day on it. It kind of really restricts how it can be used, and I don't know what journal I'll use this in yet. So maybe a neutral, so we could go metallic. I've got a few metallic options in this, oops, dropping it all everywhere. Or we've also got glitter washi. That's quite pretty. I think I'm going to go with this. It's got cat fur stuck in it. That's the bane of my life. Everything has cat fur stuck to it. Okay, I think I want some texty something behind it first. go into my bag here, see what might appeal. Do we want music or text? Yeah, I've got a little scrap of music here, so how about that? Just going to tear off. Sorry, I'm crowding myself out here, so I'll move that away. Bit more room to work. A bit long, so tear a bit off. Okay, so we'll go with that. So just to help it stand out a little bit from that background, because the background's quite busy. So pretty though. Right. There we go, pop that down. I'm not going to tear this washi, I'm going to just cut it square and use one of my older glue sticks that's down to the plastic and just run it across the top just to make sure it stays stuck down. A lot of this washi is old, so I can't rely on the adhesive on it. Maybe up there. And then I do have other colours, but I don't know whether I want to add more colours. Definitely not blue. Let's just stick with this one. I think this one works really well colour-wise. Whoops, find the end of it. It's around here somewhere. There we go. Can't see it, I can only feel it. There we go. I'm not sure where I want this, but I'm just going to cut it off and then I'll work out where I want it. I think just down in that corner. Oops, got a bit of something stuck to it. Okay. Right, and now some sort of focal image, focal point. So looking for something that's got the red, kind of red or close to the red that I like on it. There's a wee poppy. I kind of like that. Just looking to see if there's something better. What about this one? This one's... Oh, I think I like that one better actually. I did like the poppy, but I think this is a deeper red, sort of more along the red that I like. Just giving a little edge, not being too fussy, just sort of hitting it where it wants to hit, where I can reach. Can't get into all the little grooves, so I'm not going to stress about it. Oops, put it up the right way would be good. And hopefully it sticks to the top of the washi tape, being quite you know, textured. Right, I think that is super cute, and I wouldn't want to glue that down to a page. Just having it floating loose, put a little notepad or a card or something inside the pocket, and then tuck that, or inside the envelope, and then tuck that into a pocket or a tuck spot, I think will be super lovely. And I do think I just need to give it an edge as well. Can you see the difference between the two edges I've inked and that I haven't? Hopefully you can see the difference in that. Let's give it that nice edge, and on this side as well. I should have really inked the top edge before I glued it, but never mind. Can kind of gently get in there and give it a little bit of an ink up. There we go. There's one cute little envelope. So we've got envelope, we made an envelope, you've put some washi tape on the front of it, and favourite colour being this deep red. Cool. Right, now that I've done that, I will go ahead and show you folding I'm not going to decorate this one, I'm just going to show you how you can make one if you don't have an envelope punch board, because it's super easy, not difficult at all. Just getting rid of some loose bits here. Gosh, I had crumbs everywhere, so I just had to take care of them because they were annoying me. Right, so take your piece of paper. You need a square bit of paper. So if you don't have a 6x6 piece of paper or something, origami paper or something that's not square, then just take a book page, fold it, fold one corner in to make a triangle, like so, and then just trim off the bit along that line, and then when you open it back out, you trim that bit off, then you've got your square. So you can make yourself a square out of whatever paper you like. So once you've got your square, fold it diagonally and give it a little pinch in the middle, and then fold it the other way diagonally and do the same thing, and this will just give you your center point, like so. Oops, didn't give it enough of a crease the other way, so I'm just going to redo that. Okay, so I'm just going to make a little pencil mark right where the center is. Right, now fold in one point to that, just over that center point, and you should have enough of a crease to follow the point along that crease a little bit, and give it a good fold down. You can use a bone folder if you like, or you can use the handle of your scissors, or often I just run my thumbnail across it, and that works really well. Now if you wanted rounded corners, then round them before you fold them, is my advice. Right, and I'm just going to line this up on my grid just to make sure I get it straight-ish, and fold this side in. And these often come out wonky, but it doesn't matter, they still function as an envelope. Now take your bottom one and fold it up just a bit past the points down the bottom. See, and see how it's not the same on both sides? That's normal. I don't think I've ever made one where it's perfectly aligned, but it doesn't need to be. No, it still functions perfectly well as a cute little envelope. So I will just ink the edges here, just so you can see. Perhaps a little better. More crumbs, and I'm just going to rub out that little pencil mark while I can, easily. Right, and again, just with a little bit, I thought that might have been wet enough to use, but it's not really. So let's open it up, get some fresh glue. A little bit of glue on that tip there. And then on these, oops, remembering to stop before the point, because otherwise you'll glue closed your envelope. Right, just make sure those are sitting flat. Bit of glue mop up. Right, there we go, and then same at the top, folding it down however much you like. I like to fold it down as below the points, if you can see, so the points are here. I don't like to fold it even with the points, because then you actually end up with the edges showing. So I fold it past those. There we go. Give that a press. Give it a bit of ink so you can see again. Oops, just trying to get rid of those sponge crumbs. There we go, and again you can add a little closure here, a little circle to keep it closed, and you can choose whether you have it glued down. Something like this, I'd probably glue down to the page and just decorate up this side of it. So there we go, there's how to make a simple envelope. You don't need a punch board or anything fancy. They're really easy, super simple to make, just like that. So you could also, like I said before, use an existing envelope, an old envelope, and do something with that with your favourite colours and washi tape. So don't feel like you have to make an envelope if you don't want to. Certainly don't. However you want to interpret the prompts, go for it. So there we go, there's my answer to the prompts. So just to refresh, I don't know if you can read that, it's quite a pale green. But that's favourite colour, washi tape, and envelope, again in that pale green, which I'm not sure if you can see or not. So they're the prompts, and this is my answer to that prompt. So there we go, that's the Deal It Up challenge for this week. Love to see what you make. Above all, have fun with it, be creative, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.